Happy.
We're happy.
Are we going left over here?
Yeah, no, we're going left, yeah. I can't find Greg and Lucky.
Well, no, you're not going to find it on the radio. It's online.
Oh.
Episode 28 of Greg and Lucky's Happy Hour. We haven't cancelled the show. Yes, there were rumors.
Well, but it's good to be 28. It's good that no one can cancel it except us. That's the honest truth. You know, you can't have some studio exec guys.
True.
People aren't really enjoying
Did
it.
you ever hear about that TV show Firefly?
Yeah, you said it was great, and they cancelled after one season.
Well, no. I've said it was good. But there's a huge, massive cult following. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
got
huge. The guy,
It's Nathan Fillion
Yeah.
is the actor.
such an actor's name though, Nathan
Yeah.
Fillion. I mean, you
If
can't.
if that is his real name, wow.
Yeah, like honestly.
Yeah.
Sorry, interesting.
That
fact.
is his real name.
Leonardo DiCaprio is his real name. His middle name is Wilhelm. It's Leonardo
Oh, no way.
Wilhelm DiCaprio. Yeah, it's. I could be wrong, but I think it's Wilhelm.
I don't trust you.
I
at all.
googled it the other day.
Why?
Because I was like, I wanted to know if it was his real name. I was like, why did?
Do you know why he was called that? Because his mom was looking at a Leonardo da Vinci painting and he kicked in her tummy.
Oh,
That's a fact.
power.
That's a fact.
Power.
Anyway, actors' names. The guy who created the show ended up going on to do big Avengers movies. I can't remember his name right now. He also is the guy who created Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh wow! So this guy's really he's got good
I've got
ideas.
it. Josh Whedon.
Oh, Josh Whedon. Everyone knows Josh Whedon.
He did Firefly.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
And then they cancelled it after one season. So, I mean, that's because of studio execs. If he had it his way, they wouldn't have cancelled.
It's weird. It's weird, and you know that like, and I've heard about this, and I've read some articles on Hollywood Reporters that the people that usually are ones that cancel the shows is not the people that watch and enjoy the shows. They cancel because they feel like, oh, the numbers are down. It's like, but yeah, have you asked the masses? Have you spoken to the people and said, hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? But it's a good thing, and no one can cancel this except us.
But speaking of that,
Yeah.
you can have too much of a good thing.
Greg says that because he thinks shows that have like 10 seasons like no.
Yeah. Well, I was going to get into House of Cards. I know, Mr. Spacey's got some personal problems, but you got to look past that and look at the art that he's creating.
Yeah.
And I was like, how far should I watch until?
Yeah.
And the consensus is season 1, 2, and 3 are good. You can maybe push it to 4, but then stop.
Now, listen, I'll say this about Friends, and I'm a big Friends fan. I think they ended it when it needed to. It was good. It was great. It was done. Like, we're happy.
Are you ready for
It's-
the
it's
reunion
done.
show?
That's never going to happen. They say it is happening, but like, I don't know what that.
Do you want to put money on it?
Like that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But then the kids has to be like 20 years old now.
The kid is 20 years old. He's already acting in like the Archie movie or the Archie show, Riverdale or something.
Who? Which kid? Oh, Ross's
Cole
kid.
Sprouse or something.
Ross's kid. Yes, yeah. But okay, yeah. I don't know about the reunion.
So you don't want to put money on it?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't want to.
Because I think there's been no official announcements. Maybe would have been able to fleece you.
Yeah, but I think that like the reunion show, it's not actually a show, but it's like they're gonna have a sit down and then they're gonna talk about what they think would have happened. So
technicalities.
That's not a show. That's like a press record or a press. I don't know what they call it. Yeah.
Okay. Got a lot coming up on the podcast.
Yeah, we do. We do have a lot coming up.
No game changer, no show and tell. It's a first.
We haven't been able to find game changers, and I'll say this. There's a lot of game changers out there, and even my wife said, like, babe, what about, this, or what about that?
Yeah.
When we bring you game changers.
We want them to be new, fresh, and change the game.
No, but also, listen, anything technically can be a game changer, but when we bring it to you, we want you to go, oh, I know of that, but I didn't actually think, okay, no, I understand. Now I see why
Someone
it's a
got
game
hold of
changer.
me, they said, oh, guys, the dishwasher, it's been a game changer in lockdown. Yes, yes, it has. It most certainly has been a game changer.
Yeah, but then anything could be a game changer, Oh, I got a girlfriend. She's really a game changer because
I'm
not
happy
so
now.
lonely anymore.
I'm not posting sad long posts on Reddit anymore about how unhappy my life is.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we'll Well, look, we always want your game changers.
Yeah, if you have, please send them to us because we do need them. But we're not going to bring mediocrity to the show.
Well, I mean, we have in the past, but we're trying.
Game changer?
Yeah, we're trying to strive. We're trying to strive to be better.
Exactly.
Strive to be better. So we got Shit Tank though. Shit Tank's back. What would Lucky do? A bumper edition.
It's a bumper edition today because I'm gonna. What would Greg do as well?
Then, you know, there's this perception that I can be a grumpy, miserable person.
Who made this perception? It's only because I'm such a happy person. It's because if you were next to me, it's always compared.
Yeah,
It's always comparisons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you see people on holiday in Europe and then you see somebody on holiday in Paris, the Paris holiday, they still had fun.
Yeah.
It's just not as nice as the Paris holiday.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
There's a lot more hillbillies. Yeah. I don't know.
You're Paris, I'm Paris.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay,
So
okay.
the one looks better than the other. So
But-
maybe the one looks happier.
And then the other.
And this time, I think it might be a nail in the coffin about unhappiness.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So, well, we'll see about that. We'll get into that.
And then I want to talk about homework for children because I am going to show you a piece of homework that a child that we know got. And I think, how is a child supposed to do this?
Are you sure the teachers just aren't kind of giving up?
But yeah.
So you're like, oh, I've got to give these children something.
What else? What else is there? Yeah. Yeah.
I had to spend all weekend spray painting circles on the field for these children to sit in. And now I don't know what the fuck I'm going to give them to do.
Dude, no, but I think we're getting to a point where, and you'll know this because you also have like friends that have children and whatnot. How many people's mothers do their homework or dads? So many. Because the homework is just too complex for children.
Or just like, what's the point?
What? They're doing homework?
Yeah. There's been proof that homework doesn't necessarily help children learn.
No.
And the fact that we've gone into this massive system of learning because of marks and passing for marks,
Yeah, it's not good.
it's completely removed your kind of intrinsic excitement in learning.
Yeah, it has. It has. Like I became really interested and fascinated by learning things when I was in varsity. Only reason because I was doing something I loved. So then therefore it would spark interest in something else. Then I want to read it. But before it was like you have to do science and maths and this. And then you're like, but I don't really.
You have to get the basics.
No, that is true. That is true. But like, okay, I'll say this. I was never good at maths, but I loved it.
Okay.
And by never, I mean, I'm horrible at maths.
I'm no good at sex, but I love it. Same thing.
It's that attitude. I love doing maths. And I
just wanna do more.
Till today, I still remember my maths teacher from high school, Miss Robinson. She is amazing.
Here's to you, Mrs.
Yeah,
Robinson.
she also is very good looking.
Oh, was she good looking?
Yeah,
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And you even play maths games on your phone. You got
Yeah, I
Sudoku.
got like a
and-
Sudoku and I love it. But I wasn't good at it.
Yeah.
And it's not because, so there was stuff that I was good at that I didn't enjoy.
Yeah. But I mean, you can always get better at something.
Yeah.
Always.
Always.
That's what I keep telling myself.
Come on,
champ.
You can do it.
Yes. Do you have any reasons to feel happy? That's why we do this podcast. It is the happy hour to just try and make you a little bit happier.
I do. I over the weekend finished a race that I wanted to do, a challenge. I put myself in a place that is terrible, and I finished it, and I conquered it, and I did it, and it was great. I feel good. Mentally, I feel stronger because now every time I think I can't do something, I'm just going to take my mind back to that place, and I'll be like, no, you can. So, yeah.
Just to give you some context, it's a David Goggins thing. We've mentioned him many times on the podcast.
Yeah.
He started it just kind of as like a challenge to push yourself. Hey?
Yeah, to push yourself. And
How many runs is it? It's like 48 kilometers in 48 hours.
No. So it's 48. It's a 48-hour race. So it's a 2-day race, and you just run 4 miles, which is 6.4 kilometers, every 4 hours for 48 hours. And it totals up to about 76 kilometers. 76, actually exactly 77 kilometers.
In 48
in 48 hours. So yeah, it's and the
That
thing
is wild.
So the battle to sleep and to wake up and this, and then there's runs.
And
like-
push yourself.
Yeah, push yourself. So I had to wake up at 1, do a run, go back to sleep, wake up at 5 to do a run. By the time people were going to like Sunday brunch, I had done like 6, 12, 18, 24 kilometers.
So were you just doing this to compare yourself to other people? I'm better than you brunchers.
I just want to see if I could do it, because there were moments where I was like,
Why are you doing
you can
this?
just, even my wife was like, you don't have to wake up. You can just go to sleep. Just don't worry about it.
She was the Satan.
Hey, no, but look at the pillow. It's so comfy. Yeah. But I did it.
God said, don't sleep.
Sleep. Exactly. So, but I did it. So that was my reason to feel happy.
Nice.
And yours?
Impressive. I want to give you a round of
Thank you.
well done.
There's something that's come out of that I've done that I'm going to show you in the podcast as well.
Ooh.
It's a little, because it
What is it? Is it chafing?
that I have a lot of as well. But
Just in a thigh, in a thigh action.
I'm going to give you all, you watching, if you're listening, you can also download it. I'm going to give you something that you can use that's going to be on your phone 24/7 that you can use as motivation.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it's Greg and Lucky.
So it's fun.
Well, we'll see about that.
Okay, well, we'll see about that.
What about you?
I'm excited for myself, but I'm excited for everybody else as well. I read somewhere that apparently there's only 9 or 10 weeks left of work in the year.
Okay.
It's
exciting.
That is exciting. People are, and you know that festive spirit, man, we fucking need it. Because everybody's been a bit down. We're going through some tough times. Now the end is there. It's like if you're a cowboy and you've been traveling across the desert,
and you see that saloon.
You're
like, fucking
and you're going,
yes.
I haven't had fire water in a long, long time.
I love how you call it fire water.
then you know you're going to get that fire water. It's around the corner. Christmas is there.
So being South African and living in the Southern Hemisphere, we do things that I think it's called the Cambridge or the English way. We do January to December. So we work, and then our big holiday is December, because we have summer in Southern Hemisphere in December. It's beautiful here. It's lovely. People come here for holiday.
Are you just telling our 3 international viewers? I was actually looking at the stats. I think there might be 4.
Okay.
Woo-hoo.
But the reason I'm asking is we work the whole year so we can get to December and have that big long holiday. Do you think because the Americans, they have
like a 3-month summer holiday.
Yeah. So June, July, August.
That's quite cool.
But isn't it weird? Don't you feel like, because then December comes and you're like, it's winter, it's cold, we've got to go back to school. But like, do they look forward like we look forward to December? Because I don't think they do. They look forward to that summer holiday.
Come on. Of course they do. The world is so materialistic.
That's true.
When is the fat man dropping off the prezzies? Yeah, people want things.
Yeah.
I mean, it's even considered in one of the languages of love. Gift
giving.
Receiving and giving.
This guy right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your reason to feel happy.
That's my reason to feel happy. I'm ready for that excitement. It's around the corner, and we
do need it.
As a society, we need
it. We badly need it. And then you start reading articles. The second wave is coming, and you're like, you will wait until March, then you can wave again.
Oh yeah, don't. Oh, jeez.
All right, but
welcome to the Happy Hour podcast.
Let's get into the rest of the podcast.
We'll get into it. Please remember, like, subscribe, tell your friends, share. We've got to get these numbers up. You remember the first person on the moon?
Yeah.
You are considered to be one of the best cricketers if you're the opening batsman.
They say so.
Well, Shit Tank has just moved into the first feature on the Happy Hour podcast. It's moved in front of the Game Changers.
Because we don't have any game changers.
We've already lamented long enough about that. So let's explain this to you. Shit Tank, we've got a bowl of things that one of us dislikes, and the other guy has to sell it to us.
Okay.
Today it's your turn to sell something to me.
Oh, man, I don't know if I'm...
And remember, we're always up for your things that you don't like. We'll put together a proposal and we will sell it to you as well. You can hit us up on WhatsApp. It's 084 442-4545.
Let's see what people or what Greg doesn't like.
What do you got there? What do you got there? What do you got there?
Returning goods.
Oh, man, I hate fucking returning goods. It is the worst thing. Because then people are like, what's wrong with the goods? I don't want it anymore. You know?
Wait, hold on. So wait, you don't like returning goods?
Yeah. So let's say I buy a t-shirt. Actually,
Okay.
I recently had an incident. I went to that 2-lettered store and I bought 2 of the same t-shirts, good affordable price, and H&M.
Okay.
And they were, yeah, you was puzzling for so long. I had to give it to him.
Couldn't get out.
And I bought 2
It's not a
larges
3-lettered
of exactly
store.
the same store, of exactly the same shirt.
Is an ampersand not seen as a letter?
I don't know. Anyway,
Okay, let's
sorry.
go. Apologies.
Yeah, you better apologize. And same shirt, just different colors. They were both large. They were both. So I didn't try them on even because I've bought shirts from them before and I was like, well, these will be fine.
Yeah.
They are both different sizes. The one is a tight fit large, you know, like.
And the one is a skinny fit.
No, and the one is just a normal. Like the one looks like a normal shirt. The other one, like if I put my arms up, you can see my belly button. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants to see that.
I'm functional, not fashionable.
So sorry, but then did you check on the shirt that it doesn't say skinny fit?
No,
or-
they were exactly the same shirt. So there was just a stuff up with how it was done. And then it was far too much effort for me to go and return them. So I wear the other one when I go to bed now.
Oh no, bro.
Otherwise, no. Then I bought a vacuum cleaner in lockdown. And and then I was bragging to the wife. I was like, baby, this thing is going to change our world. This thing is going to be great. You know when you think you've brought a game changer into the home.
Yes.
Ended up breaking after a while. And then the ordeal to return it was so great. It was a massive stuff up.
But now the thing is, what's bad about this is because I've got to try and make. I hate it as well.
Do I have to bring this up again? You made me try to sell you apartheid. Like I can't. So I don't care if you hate it.
I know.
That's the game.
And my wife lives for returning
She
goods.
does.
She
You're like, what are you doing with those? Oh, I'm just trying
Before
them on
she's
for the
even
weekend.
bought something, she's like, I'm gonna go get this dress. I'm gonna try it on, but if I don't like it, I'm gonna return it. And then I'm like, I just try it on at the shops, mate. Like, just don't bring it into a home.
Has she pushed the boundary?
What? What do you mean?
Has she asked you to return goods for her?
Oh, this has happened, dude. I do this. Sometimes I'm like, babe, listen, I'm just gonna go to Woolies, get something, and then I'm just gonna stop by.
Oh, while you're there,
Can
if you walk past the True Words,
Can you return this to Discam and then pick this up at Clicks and then drop this off? But now listen, I'm a loving husband, so I do it. Sometimes I'm like, let me just go to, because I know she gets so frustrated. But
But you said she lives to return goods. Oh, that's tough. Okay, well, you've got 1 minute to sell me on returning goods. On your marks, get set. Sell me the shit tank.
Okay, so the good thing about returning goods is that, in life, the entire thing about life is to be happy. If you keep something, you don't return it because it doesn't fit you, it doesn't suit you, it doesn't work out, it doesn't look as good as you thought it is, you are just internally becoming miserable. You have this little nudge, this little
where's
thing in
the
the back of your head. Okay, and you don't want that. You want to be happy. Happiness is the goal to living a good and healthy life. You don't want that sitting and going, oh, I don't like that shirt, I should have returned it, and having regrets, because regrets is definitely terrible. You don't want regrets.
No regrets.
Okay. Returning goods is the essence, because then what we do is we then leave a shirt for someone who else could have fitted into that shirt. You see, so then someone goes in and like, I'm looking for the shirt. Actually, sir, a young, tall gentleman who looks like a lady dropped this off. I've actually got your size. Here you go. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So returning goods it's not only helping you, it's helping everyone. That is how it's done.
Don't drop the mic. That was absolute trash. Like, I mean, I was going to let you off. I was going to say, oh, yeah, cool, nice. But when you dropped the mic, come on. That was the poorest. Oh.
What are you talking about?
I didn't even know what you were talking about. For 45 seconds, I was like,
I
huh?
mentioned mental health, which, we were just talking about. It was mental health
Yes,
week.
it's mental health month, actually.
Month, yeah.
October.
I was mentioning helping others. I was mentioning your own goodwill. Like, those are the 3 pillars of good society. I should be hailed a hero.
You know, when you're sitting down trying to work and then you hear a fly, but you don't know where it is.
Yeah.
That's what was happening. I was zzz.
Oh my God. Okay, fine. All right. Okay. So that was a good view.
Not
Now,
your-
listen, you could always
not
let
your
us know
best.
if you think that was a good enough argument, and if Greg is overreacting, or Greg.
we
Greg's
can
right.
sell you something as well. That's how shit tag works. Maybe it's not going to be the opening batsman ever again.
No. I don't usually defend the youth because I personally believe they're lazy. They waste of space with some of the stuff they say and do and whatnot. But I've got to change. I've got to change. What?
No, carry on.
Okay, but I have to back them on this one.
Okay.
My nephew has got some homework to do. He's 11 years old. He's in grade 5. He's got to write an English speech. The English speech has to be 2 minutes to 2.5 minutes.
Oh, I've just been doing my wedding speech.
Yeah.
I'm scraping 2.5.
Now you speak for a living. Greg speaks for a living.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what he does. He took years of writing, of learning, of presenting, of standing, of talk. This is what he does. And you are how old? 31 years old. Okay, 32 years old. And you still, if you had to do a 2.5 minute speech in front of,
Well, I mean, just listen how shit your 1 minute speech was on returning goods.
I don't think we're going to bring that up, but you're right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So he's got to do 2.5 minutes, an
to-
English speech at the age of 11 on.
I'm gonna read you the criteria for this, if you don't mind, because not only is this hard.
Also, this is, if you're a teacher, I mean, how many kids in your class? So let's say he goes to a Lani private school. That's what, 20 kids in your class?
Yeah.
That's 40. You're not going to get through that. And you have to get through 2 lessons to get through all the speeches.
Okay. So this is the topic.
Yeah.
Okay. So
How long has he had to prepare for this?
A week and a half.
Okay.
Okay. So English oral examination, humorous speech. He chose humorous because there was 2. There was informative speech and humorous. So he chose humorous. So these were the 4 topics he could choose from. Grown-ups are weird species. You are not weird. You are just a limited edition. Be happy. It drives people crazy. Life should come with a background music. Why laughter is the best medicine. Those were the 5 topics for an 11-year-old. Okay? For 2.5 minutes.
What was the second one? Weird? You're weird? Or
You're not weird. You're just a limited edition.
Oh, my
Okay.
God.
Just trying to teach children that you special, you stand
Yes,
up.
yeah, it's okay to be different.
Okay. No. Now I'm going to run you through the criteria of the speech. So he chose A, grown-ups are weird species. Okay.
Bold strategy.
Please take note of the following. Your
Take
speech,
teachers, for example. That's how it starts.
please take note of the following. Your speech should have a definitive structure. Obviously, you're trying to teach children.
Beginning, middle, end.
That kind of stuff, okay? Introduction. Do not announce the topic at the beginning of the speech. Use one of the following techniques: a definition, a quote, an anecdote, a joke, a startling statistic, an interesting fact, okay? That's the beginning. The body. Make 3 or 4 points. Explain each point by giving details of example. Remember your
Gee whiz.
purpose as the speak to inform or entertain. Okay? The conclusion. Make this meaningful by giving your audience something to think about. Try to leave a lasting impression and use another one of the techniques suggested in the introduction. So those are the things. Then it says how you should approach the speech. Pace, volume, tone, voice and facial expressions, eye contact.
Why doesn't the teacher just write the speech for them?
Why?
What that's giving them every single thing. Like, I mean, you could do everything based on whatever that is.
No, bro, but you're 11. You're 11 years old. How are you going to write you're sure you're telling them how to break it down, okay? So now the mother says, listen,
Is this not going the way you wanted it to go?
No.
I'm backing
Are
up
you
the
backing
teacher.
them?
Well, let's keep going.
Okay. So then she says, Lucky, listen, can you help me with the speech? Like, this is really hard. I don't know what to write. Josh doesn't even know where to start, okay? So I'm like, okay, fine. Let me try and help you with something. So now the thing is, what I'm saying is, he's 11 years old. He's got to write the speech, 2.5 minutes. That's outrageous. Okay. So many times his mother has come to us and said, guys, I've got to do this with Daniel. I've got to do this with Josh. I've got to build this project. So we're getting to a point where school is so hard for children in that sense that their mothers and fathers are helping them with everything. So is the child really learning?
No.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if Tanya, dude, on a daily basis, guys, I've got to do this project. I've got to build this thing. And then you get it and it's amazing. But the kid didn't do it. She did it.
Yeah.
So is the
But
kid
that's
really
because children are lazy little
Is it
shits.
lazy or is that really a hard?
It's a little bit of both.
Hey?
I think it's a little bit of both.
So I wrote the speech for him.
What did you get?
No, do you want me to read it for you?
No, I want to know what you got
the
for
marks.
this.
No. I don't. No. He's got to do it next week.
Okay.
I'm gonna read it to you, and then next week I'm gonna know.
No, I want you to present it. I don't want you to read the speech to me.
I can't present it. I wrote it yesterday.
Fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
Well, I'm already marking you down for executing and leaving me with something to think about.
All right. So you remember the points that I had to make?
Yeah, the 4 things, the
Yeah.
body, the conclusion.
Okay. Grown-ups. They are everywhere, looking, watching, and being themselves. The dictionary describes a grown-up as someone who has reached adulthood and who behaves in a responsible way. But to be completely honest, I find grown-ups to be a weird species. And let me explain why.
Oh, now you've really broken rule number 1. You've told them what that topic is.
No, I didn't start
You built it in.
I built it in.
And there was a quote even. Very good. I tick that off along your criterion, Mrs. Smith.
I always find it fascinating that grown-ups always ask us kids questions they have the answers to. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Well, because it's fun. Like, why do grown-ups yell at the TV when their favorite sports team is losing? It's not like you know them or they can hear you. Why do they make us wear their favorite sports team's jerseys? I don't want to support Chelsea. Just because they were winning when you were younger doesn't mean I have to. Why do grown-ups have glasses on that weird string around their necks? And why do they hold their phone so far away when we show them something on their phones? How is it that almost yes, 1 in every 2 grown-ups will pronounce a social media wrong or say it's on the Facebooks? Just Facebook, mom. Where do grown-ups find their jokes? Because it seems to all children that we either don't understand them or their jokes. We don't understand their jokes or we don't enjoy them. And 100% of us think it's the latter. I don't think he understands the word latter, but anyways, I wrote that. He must just put it in.
I read it in the Huisgenoot, ma'am. They're you.
I've heard that when parents have children, fathers will start telling dad jokes, which are jokes with a strong pun theme. I say this having spoken to all the children of the world. Please stop. It's not punny. They say women are from...
Are we expecting a laugh at that point?
Yeah.
I see.
They say that women are from Venus and men are from Mars. Well, I think children are from an entire different galaxy because we don't get you grown-ups. But we like you because you look after us, you give us money, and most importantly, you feed us. So thank you, grown-ups. But you're weird, but we still love you. That's the speech.
Okay. Got a little bit soft at the end, I think. I think you could have really hammered it home. You could have left him something to think about. Maybe can we send an email to Josh?
Okay.
Let's just send him a final conclusion instead.
Okay.
And it's just like, then you got to have a dig at teachers.
You can't have a dig at teachers when you're doing a presentation to said teacher.
You want to give the teacher something to think about. I'll give you something to think
Okay, so
about,
what would
Mrs.
you say?
Smith.
What would your end
So
be?
then, so we've built up. Adults, we don't understand you. And then you could go something with like, well, you do take care of us. Wherever you take care of us, or however you take care of us, it's all because you've got jobs and careers and things that bring in an income.
Yeah.
Some of you have chosen this career. Others have been forced into it by uncertain, unhappy circumstances. Like teachers, for example. Most of them didn't really want to do this, but the rest of their life has led them to settle. So I leave you with that, ma'am. Something to think about. Adults, you're weird, but we love you.
Oh my God. This is why Greg would be fired like this. Okay.
Well,
okay.
I told you my backup plan was to become a teacher.
Yeah.
in life, you should never put people in boxes. It's one of the things that you're taught from a long time ago. Everybody's different. We're weird and wonderful. But our brains are just so lazy that we put people in boxes. We go immediately, oh, she's a teacher. She's settled to do that. Or, or he's
an accountant. He's boring.
Yes. Or, oh, geez, that looks grumpy or whatever.
Yeah.
Grumpy Greg has been thrown around a couple of times.
Yeah.
Don't look so innocent. I know you've thrown it around as well
I've
a
never
couple
said
of
that.
times. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's one of those theories. If you're told something so many times, it almost comes true.
You become that phrase if people keep saying that. Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm possibly slowly dying inside. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Recently, close friends of ours had their baby reveal party.
Okay.
And now they learn a different province, so that's cool for me. Like, we didn't go, obviously.
Yeah.
But my fiance was like, oh my goodness, baby, you've got to watch this. This is so great.
So explain the baby reveal.
Oh, it was a good idea. It was actually a great idea.
Okay, explain it.
So they handed it off to one friend to deal with it, and then obviously the couple didn't know.
Yeah.
Ordered a cake. They get a cake, open up the cake, and it's vanilla inside. So now
Having a white baby.
surprise! Were there a few concerns when you and Bianca had your son that you were like, oh my goodness, she's been sleeping with somebody else?
Yeah.
Your son came out very white.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're not having a white baby, but they are having a white baby. But that's not what the reveal was.
No.
So then the guy goes, he's like, oh, flip, man, I've got to phone the
Cake people.
I've got to phone the baker.
So the guy that they told to organize.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, hold on, sorry, and then on the phone they've got little dogs, and he calls the dogs, and the dogs run in, and the dogs are dressed up in blue, and they've got blue balloons on them, and like a blue waistcoat and everything, and it's a boy.
Okay.
So he did a little. He altered their, expectations.
Okay, cool.
He flipped their expectations.
Yeah.
And then boom, it's a boy.
Excitement brought him down, and then boom.
Yeah.
He lifted them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Great
But
execution.
was he all at the house?
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of friends there and everything. Great execution. I've got nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But I just once again thought to myself, baby reveal parties are pointless. And I wonder if that's maybe the slow death creeping in.
No, listen.
Like, you should see, actually, we're going to put the video here of Lucky's baby review party. If you're watching this, it's in slow-mo, and you can see the happiness on Lucky's face when he hears it's a boy. Yes! With slow-mo voice.
But there's reason for that, though, because, and I'm going to come back to the baby reveal thing, but there's reason for that. It's because we didn't have a boy in my brothers and sisters that was a duplicity. So when I got a boy, my father, who's now passed away, it was the first one to have that surname. It was going to carry the name on. So my dad was excited. I was excited. So that's what happened. But I'll come back to the baby reveal. Even though I did that, I also think they're pointless.
Vibey! I'm so glad you're on board. Bro, it's like, I'm having an event.
Greg once said to me, who gives all that shit?
Like, no, it's cool. Like, it's like and what this guy did, like, his execution was brilliant.
Yeah.
But seriously, did you hear that they are even causing millions of dollars worth of damage? The fires in California were started from a baby reveal party. The recent ones.
No.
They let off firecrackers that were blue or something, and they caught and they burned half bloody California down. No lies.
Well, listen.
So I just think. Okay,
no, I just had a thought. This is a scientific thought.
Okay.
It's not even like a.
It's just another way for humans to think about themselves.
Okay, no. Okay, so to take away the selfish part of it. Okay.
Tell me the science.
The science I have in my head is we are creating more events to celebrate things because life is so hard. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
do you think
Yeah,
humans
I feel you.
So
I feel
humans are going, oh God, we're creating more things to just be with family and friends because life itself is just like, you know what I'm saying? Because I also do. I think it's a waste. I think it's done. Like we don't need it. Hey, what are you guys having? We're having a boy? Shop. Let's have a beer. Shop, my bro. Let's fucking down a beer. Me, you know what I'm saying? Cool. Mom, you're gonna have cool. But it's special. Yeah. Like we said the other day, men have weddings and go through it because our wives want it. You know what I'm saying? But B and I have said this. If we have a second child, she was like, "Are we gonna do the reveal?" Are we now? Hey, tell Diego we have a photo shop. That's maybe it. Also because we don't have money, but maybe you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it is. I do. I think it's but yeah, I don't know. It's so much, and then they gotta come, and then one person.
Well, you don't have to talk to me about it. I've been lying awake at night going, you really are just dying slowly inside, aren't you?
But the first one, and I can see it now. If you have a baby, bro, don't try and avoid that.
You just gotta see. Just gotta see. Whatever blue things like. Just gotta be something with just a blank face.
Yeah. And people have some crazy ones, like some really outrageous ones.
And good for you.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I just personally would rather get caught in a bear trap.
I'm holding my foot because I'm actually feeling the pain of that. I'm actually feeling the pain.
Maybe I'm in a dark space.
Yeah.
Maybe I should apologize to the teachers as well.
I will say this.
Some of you, it is a calling too.
I will say this. If you're a faithful person and you believe in the higher powers of things to be,
Jesus wanted you to spend more money at the party shop. Oh, no, he didn't. Sorry, that's not where you were going. Tell me where you were going.
that's actually a thing. It's called the party shop. No, if you have to pray for anyone, okay, yes, for the children in Africa for sure, but for my next child, put it out there in the universe. If you believe in that let it please be a girl, please. That's all I want. Okay, I don't know what it is going to be, but
once again, it's turned to selfishness. What if Lux was one of us? Just a schmuck like some of us. Just a guy who likes to cuss, trying to make his way through. What would Lucky do? On Earth, you get people who are dying and dead inside. And then you also get these people that have an inner ray of sunlight. That is a ray of righteousness. Lucky has a ray of righteousness in him. He is the king of righteousness. We've called him that on.
I'm actually itching. I haven't told anyone off in a while. Not off,
Oh, well, then you're going to love this.
I haven't corrected anyone.
Oh, you're going to love it.
So,
what you're doing is wrong.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. We do What Would Lucky Do. Today we've got a bumper edition. There's going to be a What Would Greg Do, which, I mean, I told you earlier I'm in a bad space, so let's see how that goes. Telling people off when they are doing the wrong thing. When you see a crime against humanity.
Yeah.
Let me set the scene. Friends of mine have got a puppy. No, they've got a dog. And they went away during lockdown to their parents' house.
Yeah.
And at their parents' house, it's like a bit of a farm. They have other dogs. And their dog has been sad ever since. Because he was like, guys, we live in our little suburban home. And
all the space to run.
And then the other dogs to play with. So they're like, okay, cool. We're going to get him a sibling.
Oh, I thought they were going to send him to the farm.
No, put him down. Put him out of his misery.
So that's just a joke.
Yeah.
Animal lovers, relax. I was just joking.
Okay, but now listen to this. So they're going to get him from the same place where they got the first dog.
Okay.
So I know also animal lovers, they say adopt, don't buy, but they're going to buy. and they go and they've like scouted the dog, and the lady has said, "Oh, your home's okay," or whatever, safe home and whatever. They take a picture of the puppy, and now they got to give it like 4 weeks with the mom or whatever, and then they're gonna go fetch it later. The lady says, "Oh, your puppy's doing wonderfully," and sends a picture to the couple. It's not the puppy that they ordered initially. So they go, "Oh, that's a cute puppy, but, send a picture back. This is the one that we were interested in, that we've paid a deposit for."
Yeah.
The response comes back. "I have done my major in philosophy, and I am sensing a lot of negative energy from you.
I don't give a hot shit.
and I don't know if this dog will be going to a good home." So she's now, obviously, in my opinion, sold the puppy.
Of course.
That was meant to be theirs.
Obviously. Yeah.
She gone fucked up. And now she's pulling the, "Oh, it's going to go to a bad home" thing. And they can't say no to her. They can't say, "Screw you,"
We want our money back.
because they've already paid a deposit. And she'll go, "No, screw you. You've paid the deposit." What would Lucky do?
Oh, man.
Because if you go on the offensive,
If
you go on the offensive, you're not getting your money back.
Listen, and the more I do it, the more I hate myself for it. But I would do this because sometimes, like in The Dark Knight, some people can't be reasoned with. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people just want to see the world burn.
Mm.
But this is when I turn to social media.
Mm.
And I would rake her through the coals and
Everywhere.
say, everywhere, just because you know what your thing is, you've made the mistake. If you say to them, "Guys, listen," because Greg and I live by this. Honesty, it is the best policy.
It's totally
Almost
the
said
best
the best
policy.
medicine. It doesn't even make sense. The best policy.
Laughter's the best medicine.
Yeah. Just be honest. I'm listening.
Actually, antibiotics are don't. Laughter's not going to cure shit. That's like if you're sick, whoa, just like
I'm just gonna laugh.
go to the doctor.
I'm just gonna laugh this cancer away. Yeah.
Not gonna work.
Yeah, no, but like, and and if she had said, "Listen, Dave, Sammy, I'm really sorry. I've made a massive mistake. I ended up selling your puppy, whatever." You could even make an excuse on the side. "I wasn't here, whatever."
Yeah.
But like now you're going on the offensive and you know you were wrong. You know you were wrong.
And with that wishy-washy, it's not going to go to a good home. You let another one of your dogs go to that home already.
Yeah, like what are you talking about? Like when people lie and they're making no sense, and you're like, I don't know what the fuck you just
That's
said.
why I can't watch the Zondo Commission on TV.
Oh my god.
They ask questions. So if you don't know what the Zondo Commission is, it's like this whole massive corruption thing that's all come into head, and they're investigating all these things, and they interview people. And sometimes the attorney says something, and then the person just gives an answer that is absolute fertilizer. It's like you could see garbage flipping out their mouth, and you're like, I am dumber for listening
Like
to
nothing,
that.
none of that makes
There
any
was
sense.
no coherent sentence
Yeah,
there.
yeah. So that's, I think, is the only way, because you know
So
what
you
the
got to
thing
go
is.
on offensive on social media.
Social media, because also you know what the thing is. So you're right. She can't. That person can't get their money back because they paid a deposit. But what you can do is you can tell people on social media, do not buy from this person because they are distrustworthy. What's it? They're not
untrustworthy.
Untrustworthy, and it's
You can do Google reviews. You can do Hello Peter.
Yeah.
I was thinking you could also rock up there with a van and steal all their puppies.
That was my first option.
Oh, good.
No, my first option when you were talking, I was like, I would Bruce Willis her and just drive my van through there, get the car, get in puppies, come on little scooter, come on little buddy,
Get in, Spot. Hurry up. Hurry.
and just, yeah.
And then you got 15 dogs. What would Lucky do with 50 dogs? We'll do
And
that
then-
next week.
Then you sell her the dogs back.
Oh,
yeah.
I've got a degree in life, and you need to pay me for your dogs. And you're in prison.
Exactly.
The cops get involved.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. But
Okay,
yeah,
well,
that's
good.
what-
Thank you. So
that's
you
what Lucky do.
turn to social media.
I turn to social media. All right. So mine is
This is the first time. What would Greg do?
This is a relationship one, and what would Greg
Yes.
do? Okay.
Relationships are good. Yes.
Yes. Okay. There's a couple. They've been dating for a long time. When the girl met the guy, he was into hobbies. He did things. He was part of this. He was part of that.
Yeah.
Now they have 2 children. They've been married for 10 years. He doesn't do anything anymore. He doesn't have friends. He doesn't do hobbies. She loves it when she's not with the family. She loves the family, but she loves it when she's not with the family. When she's with her girls because it's her time.
So
It's
he doesn't
alone.
have his own time
He
anymore.
doesn't. No, because he doesn't have any friends. He's like, and then so she wants to know make friends, start a new, join the yacht club or something.
Yeah.
You know, she's getting a bit like, you need your own thing.
How many kids do they have?
2.
How old are they? In their teens?
No, they
Young.
so they're old enough to do their own things,
Yeah.
play, to do whatever, but they're not.
I think it is the most. Okay. So what would I do if I was the wife and I was worried about my husband? What would I do?
What would Greg do? What would you do?
Yeah, you'd have to sit him down, have a stern word with him.
Stern word.
Yeah,
Hey?
stern word. You are a loser. You need friends. Is that not? Well, you asked me what I'd do.
Maybe don't start it like that. You are a loser.
No, well, actually,
You know what you need?
It's one of the most important thing in relationships is having your own friends.
Yeah.
Because you need to have an escape from your immediate home life.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in like I got to get away from this.
Yeah.
It's you have to have your own interests and things outside of your main life.
Yeah. I have this on my wedding day, on my wedding speech, I never put in that my wife is my best friend, because I always laugh at Oaks when they say that, because I love my wife, and there's some things like I've realized I can't do stuff without
First
her.
of all, I'd just like to say the bridesmaids look lovely, and I'm so happy to be here today because I got to marry
My best
my
friend.
best friend.
And I'm like, no, Baloo is my best friend. Malcolm is my best friend. Okay,
My dogs.
my homes is my boys. We've been through stuff together. Like, it's weird, and I do listen, and I understand why you say it, because you're saying you found the person you can do everything.
Yeah, I've
with.
been writing my wedding speech. That's not in there.
Yeah. So for me, so that's just what I wanted to know. What would Greg do? Like, so just talk. Just say, listen.
No, or you come home with like brochures for things. You're like, oh, maybe there's a quiz night happening this weekend. Jeff, why don't you go? I'll take care of the kids.
Yeah. There's actually
nothing like getting him to go to a bar alone to really kick off his happiness.
Yeah. But listen, there's actually a movie, Kevin Hart and that.
Maybe you have to set him up. Yeah, maybe you have to set him up with friends.
With friends.
Get your girlfriend's friends, and get him to do something.
Yeah, hopefully he's not boring.
Well, I mean, he must be boring. That's why he doesn't have any homies.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Actually, I've heard. Sorry, I know we're joking and taking a piss here, but in the UK, I think they say loneliness is one of the biggest problems with older men.
Yeah.
Because they slowly fall out of friendships
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
Well, they get absorbed in their family life and whatever.
Yeah.
And then by the time that they're like 50, they're like, well,
They don't do anything.
they don't have anyone.
It's very strange. I've heard of that, and I've heard they say that a man who's like 50 years old in the UK and has more than 5 friends can count himself, or 4 friends is you are richer than you can. Yeah, it's crazy, because like a lot of oaks that age, no mates.
Yeah. Feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's what I'd do. Otherwise, get divorced, and then you can. Then you
really lonely.
you can cut him loose. I mean, after a 4-month hiatus, we are back to deliver some fun facts.
Yes, this is where we are Greg, Lucky, and Lebs. That's the Greg, this is Lebs, I'm Lucky, and we bring delicious, amazing, fun facts to the table, each one of us with one, and we have to try and convince the other 2 and you who's watching whether this is a fun fact or not.
That is the only criteria we're judging.
Yeah, it's only criteria.
It's not interesting. It's not whatever.
Yeah.
We want fun facts.
No, because we're just trying to split the 2. That's it. It's a normal fact at a party, or it's a fun fact, and you can then spread the word about these fun facts.
We'd love for you to give us fun facts. If you would like us to come and grace your establishment with fun facts, we can do that as well. We're at the Country Club Johannesburg in Woodmead at the moment, where they've allowed us to grace them with
Chris,
fun facts.
this is where you play golf. This is where you get to.
Well,
swing
I
the,
mean, you call it play. Yes, I swing the clubs, but I
Very
get
fancy.
beaten
that's
around.
why I said play, not compete.
It's compete is not the word.
So yeah, okay, cool.
It's good. This is our first time back with Lebs. It's been a long time,
yeah,
Lebs.
it's been a very long time.
Oh my gosh, it's been a long time. Yeah.
All three of us have lost our jobs since then.
Yeah, so
Unemployment.
so hopefully this really picks us up.
That's ambitious. Here's a fun fact. That's not going to happen.
Listen, I was very excited about coming here today because it's the first
Thing you've done in 4 months.
In 4 months.
You're just laying there in the bed like, when will someone call?
When Greg tested me.
Okay, I'm on the way. No, tomorrow.
No,
Okay.
let's do it another day. Let's see. Who would like to go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
All right. So my fun fact is about something that it's a game that I've actually never played because I'm afraid it'll show how
You've
stupid.
never played?
I've never played it. I'm too afraid because it'll show how stupid I am. It's Scrabble. I'm not good at spelling. I'm not good at spelling. Greg knows this. When I met Greg, and my spelling has improved. Hey, you got to give me that.
It's far
thorough.
better.
Like
okay.
I used to be.
If you ever spot a spelling error on any of our social media
It's lucky.
pages, it's probably. but there's far fewer. There's far fewer.
Greg will send me a message. Hey man, listen, love the video. You always butter me up. Love the video. Great, really funny.
Great
you
edit.
just spelled desperate wrong. Okay, it's not
Desperate.
desperate. It's not desperado. Okay, you're making us look stupid.
Okay, so Scrabble.
It's Scrabble. So So my fun fact's about Scrabble, and it's about the
I'm
guy.
already cautious here
Why?
because it's about Scrabble. I mean, oh boy.
It's like me telling you about quantum physics.
Yeah.
Why are you explaining to me how this works? I'm the physicist here.
Okay.
So the fun it's about the guy who invented it is Alfred M. Butts, and he was in the Great Depression. He had lost his job, and he was
Kind of like us.
Yeah, we got something in common.
Maybe we'll invent something that people will.
I've been working on it. I have a few ideas.
I've been inventing a comfier cushion to lie on at home.
No, this is too hard. So what he did is he always read the New York Post, the Washington Post, and whatnot, and he started looking at which letters are used more, and he created the scoring system through using this like that.
Because like letters like
Yeah.
X are worth 8 points or 10 points or
because
something.
because obviously letters like A, which are used
Your
more
vowels
often,
and
or
stuff.
vowels or whatever,
Okay.
are actually used more often, so score it less. So he created this game, and he would cut up the little letters and whatnot, and him and his wife would play. She was the first person he played, and so. The thing about it is that he ended up stopped playing his wife because his wife kept beating him. And the last time she beat him is because she spelled the word quixotic. And it was worth
Quixotic?
234 points. Yeah, quixotic. I now realize I probably should have found out what it means.
Oh, yeah. So you don't know what it means.
So I don't know. Yeah, quixotic.
How long did it take you to
guy that
memorize
doesn't
the
know-
word?
The guy that doesn't know how to spell thinks
Quixotic.
Quixotic. So Quix otic. Yeah.
Quixote?
Greg, I'm not going to
So-
lie
okay,
to you.
sorry. Okay. That's good. That's good that you're honest.
But the fun fact is that so she was the person that beat him, and she kept beating him. He even said in the New York,
He divorced her
in the
because
New
she
York-
beat him so many times. That is fun.
He said that she actually beat me at my own game. But the fun fact is that guess the country that is the best at Scrabble, the game Scrabble.
Mother Russia.
America, they're quite confident
Ish.
about
Wait,
everything.
Can I change mine? Yeah, Americans are confident.
They're competitive.
I'm going to say the English. I mean, it's an English game.
It's an English game. It is actually our continental friends, Nigeria. Nigeria are so good at Scrabble that it is one of the top 3 most competitive sports that they do, that they compete and win money at. And their team, this Nigerian Scrabble team, is actually asking the government for more money because they're making Nigeria look good, obviously.
What?
Yeah.
Sure.
And
I'd much rather watch soccer than Scrabble.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
Personal preference.
yeah. So that is the fun fact. That is the fun fact.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There's a lot there.
There's a lot. So that's it. So.
I love it that his wife beat him. I think.
And it's actually not like once. It was like every time they played, it's like she would win like 3 out of the 4 games. Like
And he came up with
kept
it.
Like he's like, I made this game. You don't beat me at my game,
I'm the creator.
Mrs. Butts. You're making an ass out of me and you.
Okay, I'll give you fun.
Okay.
I'll give you fun not for his wife, but I'll give you fun for Nigeria. Like,
Okay.
that's wild.
That's wild. That's wild. And listen, it's awesome that Nigeria is really good at that. Like, it's so it's two things that they dominate at. That, and they are the main consumers of what's that black beer, Guinness.
What?
Yeah, people think it's Ireland. Guinness is the main consumer.
Okay, stop showing off now. we've had enough fun facts here.
Sorry, I started going down a Nigerian wormhole.
hole.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're gonna get an email from a prince. It'll happen soon.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's my fact.
Yeah, I'm giving it a thumbs up.
Thank you.
Fun fact.
okay, yeah, that's a fun fact. I love it.
Libs, you were
Yeah.
holding out
Yeah,
there.
she was.
Dramatic effect.
Okay. All right. Greg Lebs, which one's next?
I'll go.
Okay.
Have you heard of Oreos? Everybody has.
Yes.
Props.
Oreos.
America's
Oreos?
favorite cookie.
What
Yeah,
is-
It's the first one we've done in 4 months. I thought I'd bring a prop. Have an Oreo.
Is it known as America's favorite cookie?
They've marketed it
As that, yeah.
They've said
That's
that.
cool. Listen, marketing is. No.
I'd like you to taste that. I'd like you to taste your Oreo.
Okay.
What's that famous ad of theirs? First you twist it,
Then
you lick it. then you.
Mom says chocolate isn't good for dogs, but you can have the rest of my milk.
Oh yes. Yeah.
What you are eating right now is a knockoff.
What?
Like what? A Hong Kong?
Sort of. I don't know if we can say Hong Kong anymore.
Can we
I think it's culturally inappropriate.
Oh, is
is it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So was it a jippo? What do you say?
I think that's also inappropriate.
Okay,
We
cut that.
we
Edit that.
apologize. We apologize if
Yeah.
we've offended
Just-
anyone. What we're trying to say is it's a knockoff.
Yes, that's it.
So it's there's another cookie that came before it that it copied. There was a cookie that came out like 8 years before the Oreo came out called the Hydrox.
The Hydrox.
Yeah.
Is it from Russia, the cookie?
No, it's American as well. From the Sunshine Biscuit Company.
Jeez.
And they created exactly the same kind of cookie.
Yeah.
And Oreo, 8 years later, were like, man, that's a good cookie. Let's make it. They made it. And here's the kicker. They marketed it better than the Hydrox. So
Or maybe
Hydrox was
because-
in the market for 8 years before them.
Maybe because you're calling it Hydrox.
Hydrox.
Like it's like a washing powder. Or what disease does Jim have? He's got Hydrox.
Yeah, they don't last long with that.
I hope he's pulling through.
Yeah, it sounds like some kind of chemical.
Yeah.
But you say it's from which company? Sunshine.
The Sunshine Biscuit Company.
Why didn't they call it that?
Sunshine
doesn't that
cookies or
sound
something.
better?
Sunshine
Like the name of the
cookie.
company is great, and then
Yeah.
the cookies.
So it's gone on for years, and Oreo has just kicked their ass every single decade for the last 100 years, purely based on marketing.
on their own cookie.
But you know what is
On their
strange?
cookie,
But-
yeah. They designed it, they created it, and Oreo said, no, we're going to take this.
But what I find strange is that the idea of that you hear the name and nobody in the team, out of say list of 200 people, no one said, guys, Jim, sorry, hi, can we just change the name? Sunny, let's call it a Sunny Biscuit. Let's call it a Biscuit. I don't like no one like it sounds like it doesn't sound like a name.
No, it doesn't.
Hydrox.
No, it doesn't. And also, even the kids.
So Hydrox is still around. You can buy them now on Amazon. They've had an increase in sales. But Oreos in 2019 sold something like 2.5 or 3.5 billion dollars worth of Oreos.
Yeah.
Hydrox only sold $400,000 worth
Oh,
of Hydroxes.
shame, man.
You know what's more fascinating. The best part of this fact is that these eggs are still holding on. Like
They are.
It's our original cookie. Oreo stole it from us.
you know what's good? But the CEO obviously probably goes to places. You know, we created that cookie. All right, Jim.
Let go, Grandpa. It's over, Pop. Oreo won.
Don't give me that goddamn Hydrox cookie. Oh man, that's ridiculous.
So Oreos are a knockoff originally.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna give you a fun fact. That's interesting because I'm a big fan of the Oreo, and I thought it was one of those.
I thought it was like the market leader.
The market leader, yeah.
But it was all about marketing. Like they originally marketed themselves as like the classy biscuit.
How do you make a biscuit classy? Put a tux on it?
Put a cup of tea next to it. I don't know.
No, sure.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Yeah, that's a fun fact.
Fun fact.
Yeah, I like that.
fact.
Ooh.
Go.
Okay. No pressure, Lebs.
Oh, gosh.
for
Okay, let
three.
me put my
Here we go.
Oreo down.
Okay.
Now I'm really nervous because All right.
Surely you spent the last 4 months poring over websites and interesting things to find the perfect fun fact.
No.
How was this last night?
This was me last night at like 5 minutes to midnight looking up
Excellent.
facts.
Excellent.
But my fun fact, it's really fun,
Oh, that doesn't make it more fun.
is that Graça Michel, former
Nelson
First
Mandela.
Lady,
Yeah.
yes, is the only woman in the world to ever be the First Lady in 2 countries.
Ooh, so First Lady twice.
First Lady twice.
It's impressive.
Because she was what Zamora Michel in Mozambique's.
Yes, so yeah.
Did he die or did she divorce him to go to Medibs?
She's like,
He died
I
many
need-
years before that.
I need a man that's
need
got
a-
international stature. I will
Yeah.
see you.
He's like, hello, I'm the president of Mozambique. No, I'm going to Africa. They've had a change in South Africa.
You've obviously never heard of Nelson Rolihlahla Madiba Mandela.
That son of a bitch. And he was quite a ladies' man.
But yeah, Mandela was a ladies' man. And he's a good-looking
Good
guy. He's a
looking,
good-looking guy.
yeah, charming and
Yeah.
all of that.
Well,
yeah.
you don't lead a nation unless you're a good-looking guy. Well,
You obviously
actually,
haven't seen Zuma.
yeah.
Or Trump.
He's got a few wives though. There must be some charm there.
Yeah.
There must be a lot of charm there.
Okay.
Not with Trump. I'm
Listen,
saying,
it's
with JC.
a fact. Is it a fun fact? I mean, that's a.
That's the criteria we're judging on.
I don't know. It's tough, Lebs. It's not a fun. I don't know if I'm gonna.
It's a fun fact. You can tell it at a party, hey?
No, I'm not going with it.
Can you demand the attention of a room with it though? I don't know.
For the ladies, you know this is fun, right? Huh?
I don't know. I'm
Well,
gonna say no. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Lebs.
we need to. Yeah.
I mean, you did well last season, but
I was very good last season. I was number 1.
but this one. Okay, it's fine.
Okay, I'll try again next time. It's all right.
You know, like a fun fact would be like, Graça, the wine, is named after Graça Michel. That would be a fun fact.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
I'm
What does
actually-
Graça
that's
even
all I
mean?
can
Is it
think
like
about
hello,
now.
gracias?
Listen, it's a cool name though, Graça.
It is,
I think it's
it
such
is.
a cool name. And it's Portuguese.
It
I
is.
think so.
Because she is originally Portuguese.
She's from Mozambique, yeah.
Mozambique, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, well, we're always looking for your fun facts. And now a replacement for Lebs. No, I'm joking,
And I'm going to be very strict next time. You'll see these
not
boys.
generous.
Comment down below. Send us a WhatsApp and tell us whether you think it was fun facts. 0844455
442 4545. The number's on the screen.
There you go.
Time to wrap up the show. We got the question crane. We
Actually have a listener, a viewer, I don't know anymore.
I think they were a listener. If they were a viewer, if you are a viewer, we'd love for you to send little videos.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah. You know,
Because you can send voice notes.
Yeah.
Obviously. But
But
I
we
mean-
like to see your faces so we can put the name to the face.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this one is from. Oh, anyway. So question crane. We got lots of questions in the world. We'll answer them. Get them through to us. 100 cranes full of questions and your questions. 084 442 4545.
Hi, Greg and Lucky. Siobhan here.
Hi, Siobhan.
I just wanted to ask you a question for your question crane. It's a little bit of a weird one, but do you guys believe in ghosts?
We're okay for weird questions.
Ghosts. Do we believe in ghosts?
No.
Okay.
I do not.
Greg is a very practical man. Okay. I see what I see and I can move on.
I can't see ghosts. So I don't believe in them. Nope.
I slept in a ghost hotel in Clarence and I woke
Of
up.
course you did.
We got to the ghost hotel and they were like, which rooms would you like? So the haunted rooms are 13 and 7. And my
Do
friends
you
were
pay
like,
more
we'll
for
take
the
both
haunted
those.
room? I mean, it's a ghost hotel.
I think I've seen ghosts. I think I've seen a ghost. Like, I think I have.
No, it's just the pervert owner going, ooh, ooh.
That's such a clever thing. Like, you tell people there's a ghost in your house so that if they're perverting on you and you hear something,
Oh,
you
it's
can
a
blame it on a
ghost.
ghost. Yeah.
Not often will you hear tips for perverts on the show, but
No,
that is one.
That is one. That is everything.
I don't believe in ghosts.
You don't believe
So
in
you think
ghosts?
you've seen a
I
ghost?
think
Was
I've
it there
seen
at the
a ghost.
hotel?
At the hotel, I saw something that like freaked me out. Like, I was in the room, and when I fell asleep because we were drinking. I fell asleep. I woke up. I felt like I think I was floating.
How much did you drink? Lots.
It was a lot. Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. Okay.
Okay.
Well, cool. Thank you for the question, Timur. That's a good question.
You can always get them through.
You can always get them through to us. Before we get out of here, we got some motivation that you've got.
I wanted to give you this because obviously in the beginning of the podcast we spoke about how I ran this 4x4x48 race, whatever. So I took a photo on the night because I had to document everything, and
I saw it on Instagram happening slowly but surely.
Yeah, and in one of them I'm wearing a Greg and Lucky beanie in one of the photos.
Beautiful beanie,
and
limited edition.
I thought this could be a photo, and I'm going to post it on the podcast, but also if you send us a message on our WhatsApp, I'll send it to you, and then you can have this on your phone, and whenever you need to do something and it's on your background screen, you can use it as like a motivation.
Oh, okay.
So
it's like people sometimes they have pictures of like really good looking people, and then they're like, I want to be thin.
I want to be that person. Yes. So this is the motivational photo.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. It's a good photo.
And this photo, every time you open it, it's like if you need to do something.
Let me just explain the photo to you. It looks like you have just bumped into this man's car in the middle of the night. It's raining. And then you've said to him, you bumped into me. That's the face he's giving. The face he's giving you is, are you
I was actually thinking it's more of the, you've stumbled on an alley and someone has just come out.
Yes, I didn't want to go to the sexual assault, but it does look a little bit sexually assaulty.
But this is the motivational photo that you can put on your background, and this photo will be like, if you ever need to get stuff done,
I've actually got a busy day today, so I'm going to put it as mine. Will you give it? I'll keep it for a week or two. Yeah. Maybe on my lock screen.
Yes, on your lock screen. So just get you to do things, you know.
Okay, cool.
Like it's a
cool.
So that's the motivational photo. Yeah.
Okay.
So I hope you.
It's a little sexual assaulty. But that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. It's not going to be the most awarded background screen.
But I think it definitely works as motivation.
It'll get you going.
I think you posted it on our Facebook page as well.
Okay, cool.
Thank you so much for joining us for the happy hour. We always love it when you get in touch with us. Whether you send us a video or WhatsApp, whatever it is, send them through to us.
Yeah, and we will get in touch. Thank you.
Yeah, have a fantastic week whenever you listen to it.
Cheers.